Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
A local mom and her daughter want to share a story during Down Syndrome Awareness Month. It's a tale of independence, one that might surprise you. A 27-year-old Moorhead woman diagnosed with Down syndrome has her own apartment rather than having to live in a group home or with her parents. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's all thanks to new technology being used right here in the area. Valley News Team's Nicole Johnson shows us a family who says people with disabilities can do a lot more than you think.
I keep my apartment clean sometimes, if I'm in the mood or not.
Having friends over is nothing new for Nicole Atherton, but she did have to learn how to use this buzzer system to let them in, since this is her first apartment.
I know.
2 years ago, Nicole was living with her parents.
This is my meal plan for every single day, when I need to eat and when not to eat. Sometimes I like to eat junk food sometimes, yes.
She has 2 jobs and tons of hobbies, but they weren't sure if she'd ever fully have her independence.
There have been bumps in the road. We've had issues with food and budgeting and those kinds of things, but here she is.
Her apartment is just like anyone else's, with one addition.
Sometimes I have monitors on my door and in my bedroom, and sometimes on the window here.
Nicole has 3 of these monitors. They record when someone comes or goes, and if someone tries to get in through the window.
So if that sensor were to go off at, like, say 10:30, the Wi-Fi would catch that. That would go to our main office. We'd get notified basically within about 5 seconds that that door was open. We could physically come over here or call immediately just to see, Nicole, your door is open.
Locally, there are 11 people with disabilities using this technology through CCRI in Moorhead. Depending on each person's needs, the sensors can be put on the fridge to monitor eating, the stove to make sure it's turned off, and some people have an emergency button they can push anytime they need some assistance.
Some people were overserved. Somebody who might not need a lot of services was getting 24-hour care when they just needed a few times to check in on them, but there was no other service that could provide that.
A benefit for CCRI since there's a shortage of workers in the state.
Kitchen area over here and my little table up there.
Do you like to cook?
I love to cook.
And Nicole likes it too.
What's your favorite thing to make?
Well, I used to make a meatloaf when I was still living with my mom.
So you still make meatloaf?
No.
Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
Nicole recently spoke at a conference about the Independent by Design technology, sharing her success and encouraging others who will qualify. Now, for stories like this and many more, remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can get all the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and stay informed all day. Well, it is a beautiful fall day out there. It almost felt a little summer-like, and I'm not complaining. Let's see how the rest of the night looks. Hutch?
Yes, if you're stepping outdoors to head to church or just go outdoors this evening, it does look like temperatures are going to be very mild. We did hit highs in the low 70s for many of our Southern Valley counties. Up north, low to mid-60s. As a rule, a lot of sunshine across the region as well. Fargo's planner shows high and dry temperatures for the next couple of hours. We will cool off, but those winds that have been a little on the gusty side throughout the day will subside as we head to bed tonight. It does look like some much cooler weather, though, is heading our way. I'll have details in your hour-by-hour forecast about that and our next chance of rain. We'll discuss that as well here in just a couple of moments.
Mild is pretty nice, though, right now, I think.
Mild is better than wild.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hutch. A Fargo mom is facing charges for threatening Fargo police officers after calling 911 for an ambulance to take her children to school. It happened early Monday morning. Police found Dana Lee's 2 children outside her home, not properly dressed for the weather. When police tried to help, Lee wouldn't let them. Police say she was acting strange, not making sense, and admitting to being high. Lee started making threats, and officers say they began to fear for their safety. Lee was arrested on terrorizing charges and could possibly face child neglect charges. A social worker took the children into custody, and Lee will not face drug charges, though, because no drugs were found at the home. 2 Arizona men are in jail following an apparent robbery and assault on a farmstead near Ada, Minnesota. Michael Kirchhoff and Jacob Scheel of Chandler, Arizona are both behind bars. The Norman County Sheriff says the 2 men assaulted a relative and stole cash. The victim was able to get away. Both men are now facing aggravated robbery and assault charges. One person is dead after a car and semi hit head-on in Otter Tail County. Minnesota State Patrol Sergeant Jesse Grabo says it happened on Highway 210, just west of Battle Lake, around 8:15 this morning. The State Patrol says the car crossed the center line, hit the semi head-on. The driver of the car has died but has not yet been identified. The driver of the semi, Donald Becker of Park Rapids, Minnesota, has non-life-threatening injuries. While tomorrow marks the first day that you can change your Medicare coverage, one Ohio senator is working to make sure one thing will not change: your doctor. Washington correspondent Kelly Meyer reports.
Senator Sherrod Brown says one senior had their doctor dropped from their Medicare Advantage plan after they signed up last year for a plan that initially covered that same doctor. He says it's something that happens to thousands of people in Ohio alone. That's why he's reintroducing the Medicare Advantage Bill of Rights Act, legislation that would ensure seniors know what providers will be covered for the entire year, rather than just at enrollment time. Under current law, MA plans can drop providers without cause during the year after seniors have already selected their plans. Senator Brown says this method just doesn't make sense.
They are going to these doctors, and all of a sudden the doctor's no longer on their plan, even though the commitment from the insurance company was that they would be, and that's just wrong.
Recently, a Government Accountability Office report found that the Centers for Medicaid and Medicare Services needs to take action to ensure that seniors could access an appropriate number of doctors. Reporting in Washington, I'm Kelly Meyer.
Every year, Medicare's open enrollment period's October 15th through December 7th. For more details on the act, head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. The IRS is urging taxpayers who requested an extension file soon. Tomorrow is the last day for most people to file, and more than 3 million taxpayers that requested an extension have yet to do so. An Internal Revenue Service spokesperson says more than 15,000 North Dakotans were expected to file extensions in 2015. The IRS is encouraging many people check their returns for overlooked tax benefits and file electronically. Do you ever think about quitting your job and maybe starting your own business? This weekend, you're going to have a chance to test your idea at Startup Weekend in Grand Forks. The 3-day event begins Friday evening at UND's Center for Innovation. You'll get the chance to pitch your idea and have it evaluated by all kinds of business owners. You may even move your idea forward to a full-blown business plan by the end of the weekend.
It's a great way to kind of put your weird ideas to test and see if there's a viable product and a possible business out of it. That's the most exciting part about it, because you can pitch an idea and make sure, and then if there's an opportunity that it gets picked between the peers of everybody that's in attendance, then you have the opportunity to move forward.
Now, if you'd like more information on this, or if you'd like to register for the event, we have a link online. Head to valleynewslive.com and then click on this story. Aquatic nuisance species like zebra mussels are not just a summer boating issue. The North Dakota Game and Fish Department says it's something you need to watch out for all year long. And that means following the rules, which are also applying for the fall hunting season.
Not everybody that duck and goose hunts is out hunting in a field. There's a lot of people that like to hunt in the water. And when it comes to zebra mussels and aquatic nuisance species, the rules don't end on September 1st. The rules are on the books year-round.
Regulations preventing the spread of aquatic nuisance species include inspecting anything that enters the water, cleaning off all vegetation from decoys, waders, and boats, draining all water from boats, and reporting zebra mussels. It's going to be a night of fun, fashion, and helping care for kids. The All That Style fashion show is Thursday. One show's at 2, the second's at 7 p.m. Money is donated to the Children's Hospital to help provide care for kids. Stores like Downtown Diva and RSVP by Alan Evans are providing more than 45 outfits. Treats will also be served before and after both style shows.
This fashion show benefits all the children in the Shriners Children's Hospital. Our purpose is to help children get through a challenging time in their lives and to lead a healthy, happy life, which we all wish to do.
Tickets can be purchased at the door. It is just $10 to attend. Well, still ahead for us, the big act that will take the stage at WeFest.
And temperatures heading into our evening are very fair, but it doesn't stick around for long. We have changes to talk about. We'll do just that right after these messages.